Yes. What is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and good day to you all. So it's another video for you guys. I know there's gonna be a lot of Mastemon. It probably won't be after this video because I'm definitely going to be changing decks to basically get a feel of other things because it's been a head trip since I've been recently playing in a lot of Digimon tournaments recently, and yeah, oh boy, I kind of wish I was playing these like a year ago and then it would be different, but unfortunately those were just not the cases. So as you all know, or if you guys haven't, probably have already seen, um I opened up 4 boxes of Blast Aces, and went and got a whole bunch of cards out of Blast Aces to try to improve the Mastemon deck that I have. Um, it's trying. That's the best thing I can say. Is it's trying, but it's still so many things that I am just not having a good time with. So yeah, but I want to honestly say I think it is just time to move on. I don't have an idea of a deck I want to build. If that's any indication of, oh shit, I really am just at a brick wall. So yeah, but I do have at least another deck profile for you guys, and hopefully when, if word on the street is correct, Mastemon is getting an ace variant of herself. So hopefully the ace Mastemon can do something, if not anything, or at least be beneficial to the cause. So yeah, alright, with that said, why don't we just go ahead and we go into the deck profile. So starting off is 4 copies of the Digitama, and that is Tokomon. I say Tokemon. No, Tokomon. Then for the deck itself, we're going to actually start in different pieces. So starting off with the large array of yellow I have here. Yeah, there's a large array of yellow. For the rookies, we have 4 copies of Candlemon, 4 copies of Patamon, and 4 copies of Pillowmon. Then we're going around with 2 copies of Angemon, 1 copy of Holy Angemon, the regular, 1 copy of Angemon from Structure Deck 10, 2 copies of Angemon from BT11, and of course the 2 Magna Angemon Ace from Blast Aces. So that's the yellow. For the purple, I have the 2 copies of Devimon, the 2 copies of Lady Devimon from BT11, and then BT3's Lady Devimon, and then Lucemon Fall Down Mode. So that is the purple, very small purple. And then to the dual colors, I have 4 copies of course, the main monster herself, Mastemon, 1 copy of Ardanimon, 1 copy of Ophanimon Fall Down Mode, and 4 copies of Tailmon. So that rounds out the Digimon. Then for the Tamers, 3 copies of Mirai, 3 copies of Kari, then 4 copies of my option. So my option cards, I'm running 4 copies of Hellflame, Chaos Degradation, and then 2 copies of Hellflame Scythe. So yeah, that's pretty much what the lineup is. I want to say I'm missing a Digimon, and I have a weird feeling it might have been Makomon that was in here prior to, or I took Makomon out to try to fit in other pieces, because yeah, there's a lot that's going on with this deck overall, and it is a lot of pieces. It's a lot of pieces. So quick, just round up. This is the Digimon of choice. Tokomon. Once a turn, when a card is added to your security, draw one card. I really don't care too much for this monster because I feel like this is not. There's really barely any security controls that I'm playing. I could have just went ahead and just kept with the Digimon because the discarding and draw card, discard card would have been more substantial for um, what is going on with the deck itself. I really just like the older build of it, but I guess because the older build has been so played out, it just really isn't helping. The 4 copies of Mastemon. Now, what she's supposed to do is, of course, when you DNA Digivolve her, you take a Digimon in your security stack that's yellow or purple. You take any Digimon in your security stack, in your trash, you put it into your security, you check your security, and then you play a Digimon from it. Most of the time, you want to play the Lucamon so that it can pop it, so he can pop either a Tamer or a Digimon that's level 6 or lower. And then Mastermon will retaliate, and she will pop a Digimon whose level is equal to or less than the one that you played of a Digimon that comes into play. So there really was that cohesion with Mekomon that I loved because Mekomon was was a 4, so you can take out, a lot of the flight-gated monsters that most people were running. Ardanimon for the massive board wipe in the recovery. Alfanimon fall down mode recovers the Tailmons, recovers the Devimons, and stuff like that. Really good when in conjunction with a lot of the inheritables because your Angel, Archangel, and Fallen Angels will gain blocker thanks to a lot of your ultimates and champions as well as retaliation. So it was a really good add-on to it. I think one of the bigger stars to the deck, of course, is the 4 copies of Tailmon because she's able to add a purple and a yellow Digimon to your hand. And then when you play an Archangel or a Fallen Angel, the cost is reduced by 2. So you can drop your Angelmons, your Angelmons, your Holy Angelmons, your Angelmons, or your Lady Devimons with a lot more ease. Moving on from the dual colors, which are not that many, we go on to the solid colors. Of course, Lucamon fall down mode to use off of the Mastemon to pop things, and then being able to have such a big body on the board without any hesitations. Lady Devimon from BT3, she's here for the discard, to draw 2 discard on her Digivolution. And then when an option card is played, you can delete one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon. So you can get rid of problematic that's there. The Lady Devimon from BT11, this is the one that you use in conjunctions with Mirai and Angelomon, where she gains a memory if you play an Angelomon or play a Mirai. Then when she comes to the field, you can trash one card from your hand to return a Mirai or an Angel, Archangel, or a Fallen Angel, so that you can get that set up there. Because with the Mirai's ability, you can easily play the Angelomon, and then you can go into the Maxtemon, then having the retaliation ability inheritable as well as the blocker inheritable because of the colors and the type choices. And then the Devimon I put in here to match up with the Angemon is the Angemon's ability to revive the Devimon from the trash, while the Devimon himself gains rush and retaliation, so you can knock out big things. Or you're supposed to, because I never got the chance to actually do that. And I did, and then something from D Brigade negated it, so that happened. Then for the yellow, the Holy Angemon Ace. The only thing that this does really is just that it's supposed to be a counter block. It's supposed to be an honest on your opponent's turn to drop this and then security +1, which I never got the chance to do that, and even then, there's not really much I get from this. I could have just played regular Holy Angemon. I don't see the hype of this unless you're playing like a variation of Vaccine Security, because this does not really help too much with Angelon. I don't know like the whole hype for this because I try with this. It just does not fluctuate with me. Maybe it just doesn't fluctuate with my playstyle at all either, and that could also be a thing. I'm running the 2 Angelomon from BT11, where she searches the security to add an Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel to your hand, then recovery +1. And then just like the Lady Devimon, she gives a memory when Mirai or a Lady Devimon comes into play. And then her inheritable gives all Angel, Archangel, and Fallen Angels blocker. So they will be blockers with the retaliation with the combination of both the Angelomon and the Lady Devimon. The other Angelomon, she's here for reduction of security, and she can be brought back off of the Hellflame Scythe. And the same thing with this Magnamon, with the Holy Angelmon, because he recovery +1 when he comes into play, and his inheritable is that when a Digimon attacks, they'll gain 1000 DP for each. What is it? Oh, for each security that you have. That's every 3 security that you have. Which that doesn't really help much, but it's there. So then moving on from that, I do have the 2 Angelmon that's supposed to help bring back the Devimon. And then the Pillowmon, who's here to help with the decks that have all these effects to play Digimon off of effects. I'm supposed to play this with the Cutemon that's supposed to help stop the decrease cost of things as well. Which I gotta go order a set of those. Yay. Patamon, searching your security for a vaccine Digimon that can be digivolved into from this Digimon. And then you can put a card from your hand at the bottom of your security. I think it has to have the vaccine trait in it as well. So, I rarely got. I don't know how that continually works, but I think that's supposed to just when it comes into the main phase that you automatically do that. Most of the time, you probably just want to get the Angemon, but I don't have any of the Angemon, so I guess that kind of just does not help with this either. And I really think the real star of the show in terms of rookies happens to be the Candlemon, but unfortunately, I'm not playing too many of the purple Digimon to really have this pop off. So this only really pops off if it's already inheritable with some of the other Digimon. Which at that point, I'm probably just bringing back those who are coming back through Mastemon's ability. Or through the ability of another Digimon. So, alright, that is it for them. And then for the for the tamers, Mirai Mikagari, this of course just speeds up the plays to go into Mastemon. Once you drop your Angelomon or Lady Devimon, you can suspend this tamer to then play either the Angelomon or Angelomon. The Angelomon or Lady Devimon that wasn't Digivolved on the field. So, a better context, if a Digimon in your field becomes Angelomon, and you have a Lady Devimon in your hand, and there's no other Digimon, you can suspend her to then play the Angelomon, play the Lady Devimon from your hand, and vice versa. The other thing about her is that at the start of the turn, you will gain 1 memory. So if you have at least 3 of these, that's 3 memory on top of maybe the Kari that you're probably playing, or the TK. I'm sure someone is probably playing TK over Kari, but I like the Kari. I've always played the Kari when it came to a deck like this because it's every time your security would increase, you can suspend this tamer to gain 1 memory. I saw the Karis more than I saw the Mirais, and if Mirai wasn't a 5, definitely wouldn't be much of an issue. But she is definitely deserves the 5 rank because it just quick plays into going into your Mastemon off of just the easy summons between the two. So that's my tamers. I'm going to move into my options, which are really just Hellflame Scythe and Chaos Degradation. I popped off Chaos Degradation more than I popped off Hellflame Scythe. And sadly enough, when I popped off the Chaos Degradation, not one thing died. Not one thing got removed because everything had protection. So it's like, well, there was no point of playing the Chaos Degradation because it did absolutely nothing. Oh, except pop the top card of the deck, but then that just filled up the graveyard. So, or trash. Terminology equals the same thing. And I think the one time I popped the Hellflame Scythe, I had no target. Yeah. Oh, and then I think the ability got redirected to someone who just came right back. So, funsies, right? Yeah, funsies. Jesus, I'm sorry. I am just not happy. There, I said it. I'm not happy. And I tried my best playing. I really did. And it was just like, yeah, I really did just get outplayed. And it was like, oh, you should try this, you try that. Yeah, but it's not working kind of situation. And if it's not working, I think it's just time and the point of either just play another deck or just not try the things at all. Because I think, honestly, just playing purple and yellow with Mastemon is just probably better just to play it without trying to force the 15 different things that the vaccine stuff tries to do, and it just does not work for me. It doesn't. But that is just my opinion, and I think I'm gonna probably just figure out some other decks to play. If not, I don't know. Maybe I just don't need to be in the competitive scene for Digimon. That could also be a thing too. So yeah. That's my long-winded explanation of things that have happened. But yeah, maybe hopefully in the future things will be a little better. But I don't know. I'm not gonna try to put the needle into the bear. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the deck itself. And yeah, definitely things will be changed. So if Mastemon will look a little different next time I do that profile, you know why. But thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, as it helps out tremendously. Socials, they're in the description box below. And I'll catch you guys next time. HPJ signing out. Take care.